This is a handy dandy little website. It's got a lot of YouTube links on it. Got your graphics, got your mods, you got your YouTube. We've got some good content here, some shit content here, and some other stuff as well for you to check out. Make sure you check out TWDB. It's a handy dandy little website. Anyway, hey guys, welcome back to episode number 28 of the TEW 2016 Challenge Run. We're booking the Raw after a shit Backlash show, and we're on the road to the first of our... It is technically now Big 5 because Money in the Bank is a joint branded show, so it's the first of our Big 5 pay-per-views of 2019, and we get into the build right away. Seth Rollins opens up the show, and he's bragging about how he beat Braun Strowman in a shit match in this Backlash main event. He says on Saturday he became not only the Beast Slayer, but also the Monster Slayer, as he curb stomped Braun Strowman into the canvas and retained his Universal Championship. And maybe now this is a lesson to be taught to anybody in the back who thinks they can beat him. It's like any challenger in the back that thinks they can take it to Seth freaking Rollins. You can line them all up, and I'll burn them all down. And then he's interrupted by... I'll give you 50 guesses. You probably won't guess who it is. 205 Live General Manager Drake Maverick. Drake Maverick introduced himself as, my name is Drake Maverick, and I'm the General Manager of 205 Live. He says that he is, as a General Manager of 205 Live, he gets first-hand view of many world-class great talents in the Cruiserweight division under 205 pounds. It's like, so Mr. Rollins, you may be great at slaying bigger, powerful monsters and beasts, but do you accept a match against my superstar? And Seth says, yeah, of course I do, bring him on. And Maverick makes the main event, Seth Rollins going one-on-one with one of the newest members of the 205 Live roster, Flip Gordon. So, Seth has been slaying beasts and monsters, but now he gets a main event against a man smaller than himself. And we'll see how Seth can deal with that. We come back from what will be an advert break, and we've got Tyler Breeze, Conti and Aaliyah in the ring. Breeze says he's going to let Johnny Gargano have his moment after beating him at Backlash, but rest assured it was a fluke, and it will never happen again. But he's here with more important things on his mind tonight. He says Sasha and Bayley are still running around as the women's tag team champions after beating Mickie James and Lacey Evans at Backlash. They're running around like they're the saviors of women's wrestling, and they didn't take advantage of Tanara and Aaliyah 2 weeks ago when they weren't dressed for competition and got beat by the champions. Elias says that her and Conti are the best team on Raw, and that they're still here tonight. They're ready in their ring gear, ready for action. So Conti's like, if you dare step to us, we'll easily put you down. Sasha and Bayley come out, and we get into the match, in which Aaliyah and Conti actually score the win over Sasha Banks and Bayley. Tanara pins Bayley with a handful of tights, which is not what I said. It's fine. It's half of what I said. But I did also put Tyler Breeze to interfere and distract Bayley. The game just decided, no, fuck off, I'm not doing that. Yeah. So, Aaliyah and Conti, ready for action here tonight, ready, willing, and score the pinfall over the women's tag team champions. We then get an Undisputed Era promo in their little promo room. Adam Cole and the rest of them brag about putting down AJ Styles at Backlash. And they're like, he says, the record books will technically show that AJ Styles defeated Adam Cole, baby. But where is AJ Styles now? He's recovering and licking his wounds because he dared step up and mess with the Undisputed Era. And then they'd hype Adam Cole up because he'll be in a triple threat match with Shinsuke Nakamura and Cedric Alexander later on tonight. And the winner of that will be one of the Raw participants in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And that is undisputed. first Money in the Bank qualifier of the night from their segment at Backlash. Elias scores the win over EC3 in 14:26 when EC3 gives up and just walks to the back and gets himself counted out. So EC3 voluntarily giving up his opportunity to be in Money in the Bank. What on earth is going through his mind? I obviously didn't write this one down. It's a very generic segment anyway. It's just Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder coming out after they beat Hawkins and Ryder, bragging about how they're the top guys, the best tag team on Raw, the best tag team of all time, yada yada. And then they're making it their mission to save and, quote, revive, no pun intended, the Raw tag team division, because it's all they see when they look around is jokes and incredible tag teams. And then the Usos would come out and be like, "Hey Us, what's the crack, Us? You're sitting here thinking you're the best tag team of all time, the best tag team in WWE, when that's been us for a decade. We're 6-time or whatever it is tag team champions. You're just sitting here running your little mouths, thinking you can step to us, Us. Nah, Us this, Us. And then they drop him with double super kicks. And then scream, "It's not paranoia, Us, it's the Usos, Us. Believe that, Us. Sarah Logan and Naomi for the first spot in the Raw side of the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. It's Naomi who scores the pinfall. And not much else to say, really. Naomi scores the win over Sarah Logan. After the match, though, Ruby Riott would have been ringside with Sarah, and she's shaking her head in disappointment because Sarah took the spot. It was either her or Ruby to get a spot here. Sarah volunteered to take the chance to get Money in the Bank, and she squandered it, so now no members of the Riott Squad will be in Money in the Bank. Second Money in the Bank qualifier of the night, Mustafa Ali scores the win over Samoa Joe and Johnny Gargano in 17:58, and he pins Johnny Gargano with the 054. Gargano actually outscored Mustafa Ali. We cut back from what would be an advert break, and we've got Natalya and Titus Worldwide in the ring, and they're hyping up Nattie for her upcoming Money in the Bank qualifier. She says, "I'm the longest serving member of the women's division here in WWE. I'm a member of the legendary Hart family, and I can quickly return to the top if I just get my mind back on track. So I feel bad if whoever's going to stand in my way. I'm going to make you tap out and take my spot in Money in the Bank." Then obviously the arena would go dark. We'd get quick little reruns, not all the way through, just quick little snippets of the videos that have been airing for the past 3 weeks. But the words would pop on the screen: fastest, strongest, smartest. And then they take away the first parts, just leave EST. And then Bianca Belair would come out and emerge herself as the one behind the vignettes. And she'll be in her Raw debut, which is a Money in the Bank qualifier against Natalya, which she wins in 6:45 with the KOD, and secures herself a spot in the Raw women's side of the Money in the Bank. We get a video shown of Becky Lynch returning home to Dublin, like seeing all the sights and going back to a local gym where she trained, showing off her championship belt and helping to train and teach some of the younger wrestlers coming through the Dublin system. And it would end with her saying that next week she'll be back on Monday Night Raw to reclaim her show. Final Raw Money in the Bank qualifier. Adam Cole baby scores the win over Cedric Alexander and Shinsuke Nakamura when Adam Cole beat Cedric in what became essentially a singles one-on-one match when Bray Wyatt came out halfway through and took the fight to Shinsuke Nakamura, and they fought into the crowd and just sort of vanished and left it between just Adam Cole and Cedric Alexander, in which then Adam Cole would get the win with the last shot, securing himself a spot. So the 3 Raw men in Money in the Bank will be Adam Cole, baby, Elias, and Mustafa Ali. I didn't write this ankle out either. It's Billie Kay and Peyton Royce coming out ahead of their match, saying, Peyton came so close to becoming the Raw Women's Champion, beating your beloved man last Saturday at Backlash. And tonight, she's got another shot to become champion when she beats Sonya Deville yet again. And she'll win the Money in the Bank ladder match. And when she does, you'll be looking at the first ever co-Miss Money in the Bank. And that is iconic. Get the match. Doesn't end too well for Peyton. 11 minutes, 2 seconds. Sonya Deville scores the victory over Peyton Royce. So she secures her spot in the Raw half of the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So the three Raw women are Naomi, Bianca Belair, and Sonya Deville, alongside, of course, Adam Cole, Elias, and Mustafa Ali. We then get a hype package showing Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane in like a spooky alleyway. Imagine like you get like the burning trash can visual and all that. Dane says that Wolf has been punished for showing his weakness at Backlash, where they lost to American Alpha on the kickoff show. And chaos will return, and soon the tag team division will be purged. Main event is, oh my goodness, an 86B+. Seth Rollins defeats Flip Gordon in 17 by disqualification when Drake Maverick runs down and attacks Seth Rollins alongside EC3. So here he is. He's back after walking out on his chance to be Mr. Money in the Bank, seemingly with a game plan, which is to attack the WWE Universal Champion. He continues to assault Seth Rollins, and he attacks Flip Gordon as well after the match before leaving. So EC3 has attacked Seth Rollins. The show gets an 88B+. That main event, I really did not expect it to do that well. I was expecting an 80 or a 79 or something. Not an 86. But that is Raw. We have found all of the Raw participants in Money in the Bank. Tune into SmackDown Live, where I'm sure some, probably not all because they've only got 2 hours, will be decided there too. And we'll see you then.